Hello, hello. See, got it early that time. No mucking around. Welcome to the stream. Um, so, as I had set up a schedule, I decided I'd stick to it. So that's apparently very helpful to these sort of things. But I don't really know what I'm going to draw yet. I will be doing some work on my graphic novel. I'm still going through and re-inking and touching up some pages to submit, so there's a bit of that to do. But I think I'll have to do a warm-up first of some description. For those interested. I haven't posted this yet. I'm still a bit iffy about that background colour. But here's my guy Gardner from Superman the movie, the new Superman movie. Thought he came out pretty alright, so that's good. Should have saved it for the stream, probably. At some point I'll do a Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, all of those cool things. Got some toys yesterday after I watched the movie. I have watched it finally. I've also finished Ironheart. So I'm sure that during the stream today, those things will come up. If we end up chatting about Superman, then we'll keep it spoiler free. Ironheart, I don't think we can do that. It's been out long enough. And there's things to talk about now that I've watched it. So we'll save that for a bit later. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a great, or probably evening, depending on where you're watching from. Yeah, hope your week's going well so far. So, thinking today, maybe I want to draw my characters, or my co-created characters, Squish and Squash. I mentioned on the last stream that we had some really cool, exciting news about Squish and Squash, but I still can't share it because it is very, very early stages. But it's super amazing news. And I know that's a really big mean tease type thing to say, but here we are. But it's sort of reignited my want to draw them a bit. So I think that may be my warm-up today. I had started this one, which I may just do a bit more work on as the warm-up. Or I might just do something a bit more simple. I don't know, let's see how we go, eh? We'll just wing it. We'll just see what's going to happen. See where the pen takes us. Gosh, the pen's not taking us very far. Trying to manifest. I really should have thought about this before the stream. Anyway. Maybe we'll just go with this one. We don't want to take too long on it anyway. We need to get to the actual work. It's been a hot minute since I drew these two. Issue 4, which was the final issue in the mini-series of our all-ages comic Squish and Squash, came out not too long ago, and that completed our little story about this cat and this elephant who are part of the intergalactic search and rescue. Issue 1 has them as trainees aiming to become full-fledged search and rescue agents, I guess. And then the following issues are some of the adventures they get up to. So we planned it as a 4-issue one. The 4th one was heavily delayed because of me and my sudden change in career to becoming a full-time author-illustrator and having to start my first graphic novel. And if you follow me on social media, you'll know, thanks to the posting from Simon & Schuster Kids UK, yesterday marked the 1 month mark till the release of Super Unicorn Princess Book 1. It's getting really exciting now. It's getting real. So close to having it out in the world. So it's kind of nerve-wracking to see how people are going to take to it. If kids are going to like it, that's my main thing. Because there are at least 2 more of those books coming. One which we'll work on some after this sketch, which is book 2, and then book 3 is on the cards. So it'd be a kind of a weird thing if book 1 didn't click with kids, having to continue to do these books. You never know, it might find its audience on one of those future books, so you can't really just dismiss it or whatever. But I'm hopeful. I think I've crafted a couple of stories in that book that kids will like. And that will have them wanting more. Oh, that's right, I was going to change it from tentacles to like claws. Let's see on this arm, I'll see if I like it, and I'll go and change it. That could work. That was a bit off. No. Should just follow my rough. My headphones keep getting caught on my chair. I need to just change the size of this brush a bit. I'm not quite liking. There must be sort of some sort of like pygmy elephant or something, because he's not exactly huge, this guy. Especially because his partner is a cat. So I tried to keep them around the same. Same sort of size. It's not too bad, so I will change this one. Change the whole thing. Need to make sure I'm checking all the chats too. They don't all just filter through. Hey, Andy! Wow, it's been a while, man. Are you tracing? Yeah, I guess. Hi, it's you. Tracing. Oh man, my mate. Why? Oh man, I haven't talked to you for a while either. Thanks for liking the stream. Andy, my friend, we need to catch up. It's been a gosh darn minute. I've got my headphones on. I don't usually have them on the streams. I've got them on because I'm hoping that will mean that when people do react to the stream, I actually hear it and I don't miss it like I did on the last one. Oh, guy. What have you been up to, man? Do these come through? Oh, they do. They are coming through to the chat. All right. I've got it on my screen in front of me, so I'm hoping I don't miss any chat. Could he have two pupils and one eye? How would that work? It wouldn't work, would it? He's just going to have to look up the middle of them. Is it here on my shelf? Yes. I have Andy's book, one of his books. Boom. Look at that. The Red Puma. The Red Puma. With fan art by yours truly in the back, a very old one. By myself and my friend Jesse Griffin, who did the colours. Red Puma. Now it is in not English. Unfortunately, I don't even know if there was an English version in the end, was there? Growing to live and living to draw. Welcome to my world, sir. And there's Tom and Tank, but they're not on my bookshelf in this room. They're in another room. I'm going to show them on the next stream. Just got to remember to grab them. You know, I almost wasn't going to stream to Facebook today. I'm glad I did now. I was going to leave it on the YouTube and the Twitch. Our home base on Twitch. No, hang on. Why is my chat not updating over here? Oh, because it's on Facebook, that's why. Yeah, Luxembourgish. See, I didn't want to get it wrong by saying, I knew it wasn't German. So is it Finnish? Is it Dutch? I can't remember. It's Belgian, I think? I can't remember. It's been so long since I was over there. Those were good times. So glad I got to meet you in person too. It's always cool when you've got these art friends online, but then you actually get to meet them in real life. Well, I think so anyway. Steve Hassan, hello! So good to see you making art. Man, so good to see you in the chat. That's awesome, thanks. See, I wasn't even going to come on Facebook today. I was just going to leave it on YouTube and Twitch. And now everyone's chatting from the Facebooks. Us old people still tend to hang out on Facebook. Yeah, I keep hearing that's a thing. Although, to be honest, if it weren't for Meta having that cross-posting thing from Instagram, I might often forget about updating my Facebook page. That's pretty bad. There's too many social medias now. My own fault, I don't have to be on all of them. Sort of do. Tendril, yeah, man. Tendril, because I used to be called Tyrannus. That used to be my art handle. Like when such things were cool. Were they cool? I don't know. That's because one day I needed a handle to sign up to, gosh, I think it was DeviantArt. And couldn't think of anything. And there was a Star Wars toy on my desk, and it was Darth Tyrannus, Count Dooku. So I was like, oh, that'll do. And it was available. And then for so long I became known by that name. Speaking of, we haven't done a collab in a while either. And thank you for saying the pics come along great. It's been a hot minute since we talked, let alone collabed. We used to do some pretty good things. Some pretty fun collabs. It's gonna have to come up again. To Nelly and Frank for liking. Keeping it chill. It's chill vibes, as always on my stream. Unless I'm gaming. And it's more frustrating vibes. Because I'm bad at games. I was going to stream some more Lego Marvel Superheroes last night. But I fell asleep on my chair in the lounge again. The scoundrel one was from Aha. Nice. Bunker83 Games, Meowdy Partner, hello, hello. Ah, because of the cat, I get jokes. I get jokes. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So I fell asleep, and so I didn't stream my game last night. So we'll see how tonight goes. That's why I don't put the gaming ones in the schedule. Because I just never know. Plus there was a Fortnite update I was waiting for. It ended up taking like till well after I was asleep anyway. Finish. Finally got my Superman in Fortnite. But again, I don't really stream that game. I'm streaming the Lego games, keeping it all ages, keeping it fun, showing people how bad I am at kids' games. It's really embarrassing when you're playing a Lego game and you can't figure out the puzzle. I'm going to put it on a different layer because I'm going to change the color later. Geez, having these headphones on was a good idea. So now I get alerted when the chat comes through. You're playing Fortnite. Oh man, I was on it for a minute before. But nobody was online. Then I got totally owned. It's just a quest I was trying to finish. But people weren't playing along with me, weren't letting me finish that quest. So I didn't accomplish much, and then I had to start the stream. So, but it would be cool to have another game with you at some point. So thanks for having me on in the background while you play Fortnite. This is really imposter syndrome inducing now because I've got Andy in the chat, Dee was in the chat. This is all just spiking the imposter syndrome, having artists who are much better than me in the stream. artists whose stuff I really like. So now I'm going to second guess everything. What a double-edged sword that is, eh? Another solo win? Man, you guys are rocking it. We definitely should collab again one day. We've both moved our styles quite a bit. Yes. It would be interesting. Although, they were sort of different before from each other. I think we did alright. So are you still, because I'm a bit out of touch, are you still doing toe and tank? Or are you doing something completely different now? Oh, hang on. That one was to Andy. I should say who I'm talking to. You do know since I had the lead heavy days, you've been one of those folks. I so love this stuff. Oh, man. I see. I was talking about this on the last stream, sort of, in a sort of roundabout way. Was that, like the lead heavy days, the DeviantArt days, the Tyrannus days. My style was so different, and I have my DeviantArt. It's still up, but I don't use it unless I'm going to look for old pictures of stuff I drew when I need ideas and stuff. So it's there more as a museum now, but I still get followers, and the stuff on there is not great. It's a little bit embarrassing. And I sit there and go, how did I ever get anyone following my work? I'm not saying my work is great now or anything. I'm just saying comparatively, it was quite bad. That's especially the DeviantArt ones. It was back when I was drawing mostly just chibi stuff, kawaii stuff. You know? Some of those people that I became friends with on Lead Heavy and DeviantArt all the way back then, I'm still friends with now, and that's awesome. So you can't take that away. Toe and Tank Volume 5 debuting this Saturday. What? How many have I got? I think you sent me 3. Which means I'm going to have to send you some stuff soon. So I need 4 and 5 then. Are they going to be in English? That's the question. And when am I going to get a red puma in English? Come on, man. Let's pick on the other layer, because I'm going to change the color of this later too. It's quite close to the foam. I'm also going to change color, but I don't want to have the hassle of color holding over the wrong thing and blah blah blah. I don't actually know what I want to do for a background on this. Also probably have to move the whole thing over a little bit. Right, how's it looking? That's not looking too bad. It's a rather little elephant, though. That's alright. So, Bunker 83 games, your tactical tic-tac-toe looks good. Oh, I don't know if I want him to have a tongue anyway. Sometimes go to my DeviantArt page in order to fetch an old pic here and there. Yep. I've gone through so many computers and I didn't save stuff to hard drives or, like you say, back in the old days, discs. So I used DeviantArt for that as well. I was trying to find old Chase Speedington stuff. That's where I had to go. Through anywhere, everywhere, yep. No, that game looks cool, so I'm going to check that out. 4 and 5 of Toe and Tank haven't come out in English yet. 4 languages. Yeah, that is a lot of printing costs, man. Yeah, I think COVID slowed everything down, even though it's well in the past now, in terms of locking us all down. I don't think everything has bounced back still. I mean, shoot, since I moved back to New Zealand, I haven't done anything. The opportunities are not the same as they were when I lived in Europe. So your tactical tic-tac-toe, Bunker 83 games, is probably solving the issue I have, because my kids like playing, well, we call it noughts and crosses over here, but yeah, tic-tac-toe. And it's just too easy to not have a winner. I'm not one of those parents who let my kids win stuff. I get told off all the time by my wife for that. What's that going to teach them if I just let them win? Come on. Yeah, this could solve the problem, having the multiple games. Oh, see, this all sounds very good. So it is something I'm going to need to look into. I saw the post. So is it for sale now? Tell the people in the chat. I haven't blocked links, I don't think. Tell the people where they can get your stuff. Same with Andy. Andy, do you sell your stuff online, by the way? Good old Dave. You mean Eskimo Dave? Not allowed to say that anymore, probably. So that comic would have died anyway. I wish I still had rights to that character. Well, I mean, there was nothing ever official, but I wish I did, because I'd like to use him in some capacity, even just in Super Unicorn Princess or something like that. I don't know about that. Bunker83.com. There you go, folks. Go check out I don't want to say people's real names. Well, I said Andy, but it's on there anyway. But if people are using a username. But go check out Bunker83 Games. There are other games too. I need to do, yeah, once the international shipping is sorted out, let me know. It is going to be a hard one because it is very expensive. Ooh. Thanks for the plug. No, man. All good. Always happy to plug other people's stuff. That is a pen, not an eraser. Especially because you guys support my streaming and my social media. Paying it back, man. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Here we go. Dave even made it onto the Big Bang Theory. I don't think I've told that story on this stream. No, you're not the worst businessman out there, sir. I'm the worst businessman. No online shop. How are people? Oh yeah, I guess it's not in English, so that... But, I mean, still. I mean, Luxembourg's not the biggest, but you've still got all these other European countries you could be selling to. Man, I'm so dumb. I've got my TV. I've got the Twitch stream going on my TV in front of me, so I can see the chat. And I'm still looking at the little chat box where, because I'm on Twitch, the big chat box is over there and it's much easier to read. I'm so old. Man. That was a problem no one cared about except for me. Although the Facebook one doesn't come up over there. But yes, Eskimo Dave, as he was called back then, did make it onto the Big Bang Theory, which was awesome because at the time, because it was, I think it was the first episode of season 2, if I'm not mistaken, the first time they ever went into the comic shop. And I was such a big fan of that show back in the early days of that show. So that was like such a cool thing. Now you're thinking, wow, how much did you get paid out of those Warner Brothers bucks? Something like that. $0 dinero. $0 dinero. That proves, Andy, that I am the worst businessman. So that wouldn't fly now, sir. But yes. Yeah, I'm just going to have my hot take here. Big Bang Theory's spin-off Young Sheldon was a far superior show to Big Bang Theory once all was said and done. In the second spin-off, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, it is fine. It's more in line with the Big Bang Theory, that sort of sitcom setup. That's why I think I liked Young Sheldon better, because it had the single cam, or was it multicam? I can't remember which is which now. I think it's the single cam. So it looked more like it didn't look like a sitcom. It looked like well, sort of like how Malcolm in the Middle was filmed, I guess. Plus it was more consistent throughout all of its seasons, I think, quality-wise. bit sad that that one ended, but I mean it had to, right? It had a set shelf life because of the Big Bang Theory. So you could only go so far before you crashed into that other show. Gotta go. It's almost, I was going to say it must be really late over there. Thanks for stopping in, Andy. It's been a while, as I said. Good to talk to you. Yeah, go and get some sleep. Something I need to start doing more of as well. Yes, we'll get that collab rolling. Come up with some ideas. Like putting it all on you, huh? But yes, let's do it. Cho and Tank Super Unicorn Princess. Something along those lines. Let's switch them characters. Oh, I have to draw your characters? Okay, good deal. Alright. Have a good one. Enjoy your sleep. Wish I could do that. Gosh. Some people are just so lucky. Bye-bye. 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 Alright, so... Alright. I'm thinking of getting into the art print side hustle as well. So I'm gonna put something on social media to see if that's something people are interested in. I think I finally found a paper that I like that I can use to make my prints myself at home. That brings up the colors the way I like them. So yeah, I'm gonna put the feelers out on social media. If you don't follow me on social media already, they're all down the bottom there. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky. And of course Twitch, where we are our home base, streaming from Twitch. We are now at 79 followers towards my goal of 100, arbitrary goal. And we are only one away from Twitter's imposed goal of going up in multiples of 10, so 80. So we're very close. One away from that one, and only 21 away from hitting my goal of 100. And over on YouTube, where my goal is to hit 250 followers, we're at 227, which means I got a new one recently. So thank you to that person. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for liking the stream once again. So yeah, art prints may be the next thing. I'm gonna have it because of international shipping, which I was just talking about with Bunker 83. I'm gonna keep it to being untracked, because with a print I can keep it flat enough and at the right size to send it at a good price. If I start doing tracked shipping, it gets really expensive. Plus it only tracks to a certain point anyway, so I don't think it's really worth it for the buyer. was going to say consumer, and that sounded really dirty. So yeah, to the buyer, to the supporter. So I'm going to keep it as untracked. And of course, if anything didn't turn up, then I'd be more than happy to either resend or refund. Not going to be a dick about it. But so far I've had no problems with that sort of thing. Also thinking I might take some sketch card commissions in the near future because I've got a whole bunch of sketch cards lying around. Artist proofs from official sets I worked on, which technically by the rules I'm supposed to draw any commission ones and then get approval, but I'm not going to do that because those sets are so old now. And it really slows the process down. So I might post what I've got. I think I've got some Clerks ones. And I think I've got some Marvel ones. Spider-Man. Also got my Artists Unite. Totally 80s blank cards too. So I wouldn't mind doing some more of those. So there's all that kind of fun stuff. Maybe I'll just draw on those cards and make an online shop and just put them up and go, this is what I drew. If you want to buy this card, you can. But I think commissions are a bit more fun for people. Not for me. It's always stress-inducing. Because I feel like when someone specifically commissions a character from you, in the head they think they know what your version of it's going to look like. And half the time, I don't know what it's going to look like. So then I'm always worried I'm not living up to what they paid for or wanted. That's why I often don't do commissions and stuff, because I feel like I don't want to be, I don't know, not letting people down, but living up to what they were expecting maybe is better. Sure, I'm keeping up with the chat. Oh, thanks. Those sort of comments that I make are not intended to sound like fishing compliments, like I'm fishing for approval. It's just I always feel that, I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, I was just going to ask, how's your solo round? I assume you're still playing solo. How's it going? I don't really have a lot of motivation for Fortnite at the moment because I'm finished all the battle passes. But I do like to play with other people, so if I do see you online again, if our paths should cross, then we definitely should squad up. All right. Let's see if this improves with color. So glad I didn't delete my Squish and Squash palette. Finished second after just finishing first. Second is still good, man. I've been doing the old school, I've been doing the old trick of, I have my favorite landing spot on the Fortnite map, which is going to be annoying when the next chapter resets the map. But I sort of just sit on the outskirts of the storm for as long as possible until I usually make it into the top 5 quite easily that way. Which is why I don't stream, because that would be boring as heck for people to watch. Although I know that Bush Dad guy does that. In fact, that's probably where I got the idea from. But it helps in ranked if you pull it off correctly. But basically you end up not really eliminating very many people. I got my Victory Royale, my first solo one that time, and I only eliminated that one person who was the person who ended up coming second. So it would not be very interesting to watch, I imagine. Look where I've been using the wrong layer, my friends. That's similar to me and my son were playing one time in a duos, and I think the storm must have eliminated the last person. When I got my first Victory Royale in OG, actually that might have been a solo one as well, come to think of it. That was because the other two eliminated each other. It's always fun. But I sort of am happy that that more recent one that I got in Zero Build, that I was able to eliminate that last person, because it sort of made it like feel like I actually earned it. Oh, so dumb. I've done a lot of hiding in bushes in that game since taking on my new style of play. Although generally I find that people, because they're running away from the storm, if you stand on the outskirts, no one's usually messing with you anyway, because they're trying to get inland. So as I teased before, we have I'm not allowed to share it, so I should stop saying it, but it's the most I can say, and I need to say it, is that yeah, we've got some big exciting news in the world of Squish and Squash. Maybe I can talk about it, I don't know. Well, not in specifics, but I did see it was technically in the comic, which I thought I had sitting next to me. Where did it go? It's weird. I need to get wireless headphones, man. This just isn't it. It's getting caught on my chair. It's getting caught on my watch. Silliness. My goal from earning anything from these streams. Sorry, that's in the microphone. My goal was that any earnings that come from the stream would be getting put towards getting a pen tablet, a drawing tablet that goes with my laptop. So then I can start doing Blender and animation stuff. So that is what it's going for. But now I'm thinking I need some wireless headphones. Anyway, this is Squish and Squash, the last issue. I think I've shown it on the last couple of streams. But what I noticed when I actually took it out of the bag is that in the back there's an ad for Squish and Squash. saying you can now collect every issue. But at the top of that, it says, probably can't see that because it's the webcam, I should swap to a bigger cam. Now in development as an animated series. I think that statement at the time of this was jumping the gun a little bit, but we were working on it in the background. Niall, the writer and co-creator, was. And recently, that has taken a step forward. I guess I can say that much. So, yeah, it's taken quite a good step forward. Still a long way to go, but it was what do you call it? Like a necessary step, something that had to happen. So I guess the most accurate thing to say would be that it is in development, not the show itself, but we are developing the stuff to work towards getting a green light for a series. I guess that's the most accurate way I can say it. And I'm only saying that because it does say in the book it's being developed as an animated series. I'm not saying anything else at this stage. Exciting, man. This is my biggest dream ever, really, is to have a cartoon made out of characters I drew, but also to have toys. And while toys are not a given, just because you get a cartoon, it's certainly going to be a step closer, surely. And that's assuming we get the cartoon, so we're still working on it. Anyway. You heard it here on the stream, the only place I've talked about it. So, see, you get some little nuggets when you tune in. We have an awesome partner who is working with us, who is now working on the cool stuff, like the Bible for the show, if it were to be picked up, and some episode springboards, and the not so nice stuff, the not so cool stuff like finances and budgets and stuff. Enlisting educational consultants, because that's a big thing, man. They want educational content for this age group shows, which makes sense. And I don't mind that if it's a show like say like it's a bit young, but Paw Patrol, or a bit older, Blaze and the Monster Machines. Even to a point, Bluey, I guess. It has educational value without smacking you over the head with it. It incorporates it into the show in a way that makes it feel like it is part of the show, not here's the lesson. Although I would love if it did get made into a cartoon, if it had those G.I. Joe style knowing is half the battle type things, the PSAs. I'd love it if it had those. In fact, I should probably mention that at this point. Yeah, Animaniacs is another good example. That definitely didn't hit you over the head, haha, with the educational stuff, but there was a lot of it in there. That was a good balance, actually. It's a good example, much better than the ones I made. Squish and Squash would be they call a bridge show. So it's not preschool. It's sort of one up from that, I guess. So young kids who are starting to understand more complex lessons and learning, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's not my domain. Make sure I'm checking the chats. I don't know if I'll go as far as the background on this one, just because I want to get some of the actual work stuff done as well. It would just be a real trip, I think, to see characters you drew. You know, not being an animator, wanting to learn how to make my characters move around a bit, but being able to see your characters come to life on an animation, which is a reason that when I design my characters, I keep them quite simple. But it'll be a trip, man. So I hope it happens. Be cool if we got a Super Unicorn Princess cartoon too, eh? Put it out there in the world. I think Chase would make more of a it'd be better as a animated movie series, like Indiana Jones, but animated. Big dreams, big dreams. But I've stopped talking to myself, so is it time to whip out the book of facts? Let's get a random fact going. Supposed to just randomly flick to a page and just choose whatever's there. All right. Here we go. This is gosh, the word escapes me. Relevant to, well, I'm in New Zealand, so anyway, it says the kiwi, national bird of New Zealand, is the only bird with nostrils at the end of its bill. It uses its sense of smell to find food. I did know that. Imagine the dirt that must get together. Who says bill for a kiwi? It's a beak, man. It's not a duck. The bones of a pigeon weigh less than its feathers. Takes 40 minutes to hard boil an ostrich egg. Okay. See, you learn stuff. It's not just about the art. No. This is a multifaceted stream. A little bit of everything. Well, that's annoying. What did I do that for? Okay. Yeah, I just did that. Oh, what a dork. Okay. So I should stick to the layers I put in the picture. Alright, man, have a good dinner. Thanks for jumping on, as always. Appreciate it. Hopefully it wasn't the trivia section that scared you away. See, I jumped between layers too much, and now I'm going to have to do some fixing up. Well, actually, there we go. Now we can also see where I've screwed up. Alrighty, and now delete it.